What's up, guys? BARRYGAMING here, back with some more Eternal Evolution, and today, well, I want to talk a little bit about PvP, because, well, there's one hero that recently came out that has absolutely changed the meta for me and on my server. Now, we're on a relatively new server, I think 4 or 5 months, somewhere in that ballpark. I can't remember exactly when we started. It was pretty close to when Nord was originally released. We started a couple weeks before that, but Rebecca and Hunters have really changed the PvP meta to the point where they're essentially stopping the tank meta or even the summon meta from happening on our server. Now, I will say, I have noticed some of the big hitters on our server have gone with summoner teams with Dorally, and those are really paying off. So she might have even, I mean, these female heroes are just like changing the meta left, right, and center. So it could be happening again, but I wanted to show you guys my Rebecca team. So she doesn't have, or actually, no, I did get her exclusive up to 30 for the additional energy. We're essentially running her with like, actually, neither of these are the sets I really wanted to have going on here. So what I really want, Resonant I like because it gives you that initial 300 energy, and that's one of the big key parts, is getting your ultimates very quickly while also having additional crit rate. I think her crit is at, it's not like the highest, it's a decent rate, even with crit rate gloves and stuff like that, but we had to sacrifice a lot because we didn't have a lot of options in our gearing. And then when it comes to our other two hunters we're going to be showing off here, Ravenia is, or not Ravenia, sorry, I always say that when I talk about her, Rosaris, every single time I think about this. She's still built for that attack speed because basically we just want to get her to like the certain thresholds of 300 and such. Very important, I like it. And of course we have Emma as well, one of the OG hunters in the game. We just have a light gap because, again, we couldn't get the 300 energy set on her with additional increased attack speed and such. We'll have to see if we can actually find the better set of gear, because like I said, it would be so much better if we could have Resonant on everybody, but I think we have 3. Actually, we could do this. The downside is our gloves really suck. And I don't know if the extra 100 energy is really worth it, although it does give accuracy too. We'll have to see. And then, of course, our main man here in the front row is going to be our Leo. Leo's whole job is just stay alive as long as possible. He's one of the best at doing that, especially in PvP. And finally, support heroes, we are going to be using our Miranda here. So she gives additional lives, she has shields, all this fun stuff. She has a lot of good stuff for our team. So let's jump into it. I'm going to show you guys some PvP battles here. We're going to have to buy some extra attempts because I've already done our fights today. Let's grab 5 of them for right now. So the only one that we can't really go up against is a hacker, just because he has such a more powerful account. Like, if we had equal power accounts, I think we would be okay. But you can see here, like, I went from losing like almost half my battles with my other teams to pretty much beating everybody I go up against that's right next to us besides Hacker. I'll show you one of them just so you can see exactly what his team's like. But this is what we're gonna do. Kupai. So you can see here, this is like the traditional tank team with, of course, Nord. Looks like we're having res feeding energy here too. So yeah, we're just making our Leo as tanky as possible. We're going for insane attack speeds and stuff like that, and then lowering the cooldown on her abilities. So let's get into the battle here. I'm actually going to slow it down a little bit just so you guys can see it a little bit more in depth here. You can see we got ultimates like right off the bat. Emma got a little bit of energy drained right there, but you can see here, Pandemonium's already gone. He's just melted, shredded to pieces. Meanwhile, our Leo is only just proccing his immunity. And then he's going to do his little spinny spin. One thing, Oak is actually really annoying because of his immunity as well. But you'll watch Nord's health right here. Once he lands, he's going to completely melt. And you can see here, we have tons of layers on our special shield. Yeah, Nord literally dead when he gets out of this right here. As if we can hit him before. Oh no, this might be one of the few times we actually do lose or something. But we do have revives on top of it, which is really nice. And we have Rosaris who can revive because we have EX30 on her. So this is the team I absolutely love running here. You can see here Rebecca, the MVP, Rosaris. Honestly, the most damage, I'm surprised about that. Not comparing to Nord damage, but just shredding the team apart is the big deal here. Just getting through those tanks as fast as possible. Now, this is one of the ones that has a Nord. It's weird that I'm not using Nord. I know. I feel like I should always be using Nord, but I tried Nord in the front spot. Leo just does a better job at buying the hunters sometimes. So this time I think Nord is actually going to go down quickly because everybody's going to focus on him immediately. So watch this. We got 2 ultimates coming right here. Oh, actually, no, they were going after Rez first, which I guess isn't the worst thing. Now it's going after Nord, and you can see Nord just explodes and, I guess, more implodes because he just gets completely wrecked. And then on top of that, we have 2 forms of light CC. One of them is Rebecca has that pushback ability. The other one is Viserys has the fear effect. And you can see, like, we're still pretty much at full HP here. And then just down to the Daniel, his HP melts away because hunters are insane with their single target damage here. So you can take a look here again. This time, look at that. Leo did a ton of damage because there were a bunch of summons and such. Rebecca coming in second there. Really, really strong. Let's go through a couple more battles here. See if we get some more variety here. Here's another one. This one's going for an energy team with Wamingun. I hate saying his name. I'm probably saying it completely wrong too. With the typical Nord res setup, we'll see how this goes. I don't know if I've actually fought this one in a while. I think I have. I have lost some battles versus this one, I think, due to some RNG. But as you'll see, the front row tank is about to just get deleted the second you have those 2 ultimates, and then close behind is going to be the Nord just melting away. Now, we did lose our Miranda. Not a big deal, though, because we still have a revive, essentially, on our Emma, and Viserys has her, like, guaranteed revive, which is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, we're just making quick work of these types of teams that you see there. Rebecca getting that energy is really important. If I can get another energy set up, I might actually put it on Viserys as well. So this is the one that I've seen. Ampu, he's one of my guild mates. I've lost him sometimes, and I think it's due to Dorally being part of the mix now. That tanky summon she has can be really good. So let's see what happens. I wish I could see what gear they had on, but you'll see we still shred through him very quickly once we get our ultimates off. But the one weakness I will say of hunters is having all these enemies all around here. There's no EX30 on the Dorally, meaning she doesn't get that instant 600 energy, which is a big downfall. I can see why I lose this one occasionally, though, because there's just so many summons we can't focus on the main damage dealers. But if we can take out this Nord right here with these ultimates, that's going to be absolutely huge. Oh, he got some sort of heal. Come on, Rebecca, before you die. No, 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 no. So you can see the summon teams can be a counter to this just because there's so many targets. You can't just hyper focus the enemy. You really, really need to. And if Nord gets going, you're just out of control. You're just going to lose. You're not going to be able to catch back up. You need to get the kills really quick with this team and then slowly work on all the other targets where Nord really, really, really kicks our butt. Now, I did say I'd show you guys the final battle here. The one, it is a tank team with Jaina, right? Jaina, the mage here, has some pretty good CC stunning as well with Miranda in the back. We'll have to see how this goes. I usually lose simply because this team usually has more power. They have more EXs and stuff like that, but we'll see. If I can start beating this team, that would be amazing because then I could just push my way to the top. We'll have to see how fast Pandemonium goes down. That's the big question here. Sadly, we are getting stunned left, right, and center thanks to Miranda. And our damage looks like it's going to be split on the 2 tanks too. So Pandemonium is going to go down. He got Miranda's second life boost here. Our Leo went down though, and that was kind of early, which is probably why we lose this a lot. But we have 2 big ultimates coming up. We have the pushback right there from Rebecca, and hopefully Viserys, yep, the fear pushing him back further. It's just, I don't know if we have the damage to get through these tanks fast enough. Miranda goes down. I mean, we might get a victory here. You can see that pushback again from Rebecca. We have a fear probably coming from Viserys here in a second. We actually took the W, so if we can start going up against this team and getting some W's, we can actually take first place on our server, even though we kind of have like a weaker team in general. But yeah, that's That's what I like to see, countering the tank meta, mainly because we can obliterate those front row Pandemoniums. I think if you're going up against Hunter teams like this, you honestly need to put Pandemonium in like the middle row and not front line. You do not want those Hunters using their ultimates immediately on your team. So yeah, if I can attack more, I can get Rebecca right up to the front here. I just don't know how far ahead he is. Not that much. I could probably grind that out. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Want to show off some Hunter PvP action, since Rebecca is like quickly becoming one of my favorite heroes in the game. She's amazing in PvP, has a lot of uses in PvE as well, and I can't wait to see what the next assassin has, I think next week. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys are buying anything in game, make sure you're downloading Aptoide to save a bunch of money. I'll see you guys next time.